put the audio on, and I think we are now live and ready to go. So hopefully the stream is fine. Thank you all for tuning in for today's live stream. We're on a live Q&A, our first live Q&A we've done for a while, or first Q&A we've done for a while, especially the first one we've done live. I've got the chat open here. Can I pop this out? Pop out the chat? Yes, I can, so I can read it. Brilliant. So the stream is a little bit basic, I won't lie. I haven't really dealt with streaming in a long while. It's going to be a bit dark in here. I'm not turning the overhead light on because it is absolutely baking. Hugo, CM, thank you very much for stopping in. Hopefully we're all doing well. Thanks to Henry as well. We had a few technical issues, but we should now be good to go. So we do have some questions. Of course, I will be taking any live questions as well. We have got some other questions lined up that I've been taking all week, generally from the 3 outsources below. If you haven't yet followed me on either Twitter, Instagram or Snapchat, then please make sure you are, as that is where you're going to get the most channel updates from the channel. But let's get the phone ready. Who is, holy crap, how do I pronounce that? I have no idea, but whoever's just commented, hello, thank you very much for joining in. I don't want to slander your name, so I'm just not going to try and pronounce it. But we're going to go through some questions. Of course, once we've gone through these questions, then I'll take live questions, and then we'll see where we go from there. So we do have some live questions. I'm going to start off from YouTube. This is from Stay in Position 21 hours ago. It says, what is your favourite TV show? Favourite TV show would probably have to be either Big Bang Theory or Friday Night Dinner. Nabon says hi. Hello Nabon, thank you very much for tuning in. But yeah, my favourite TV show would definitely have to be either Big Bang Theory or Friday Night Dinner. I know both of them they don't make anymore, but they've definitely been my favourites during the past. And then on to the next one. He also asked, same person, if you could meet any fictional character in real life, who would it be and why? Now this is actually a very good question. Actually, I haven't had this one before, and it's going to be quite an interesting one. I would probably have to meet. So Henry Mason says, "Can you add me on Xbox?" Stay in Position says, "Thank you for answering my question." Well, I'm just about to answer your second one as well. I would like to meet, and it's a bit of a funny one. I'd like to meet Otis from Sex Education and tell him from season 1 he's a stupid motherfucker and doesn't know what he's talking about and isn't open enough with his feelings and should have got with Maeve Wiley, but he didn't because he bottled it. But Hugo CM says, are you religious? No, never been religious, never been to church, well, only with school. Never been to a church Sunday, never been to a Sunday service, not even for Easter or Christmas or anything like that. There's no religion that really runs through this family at the moment. But let me just load up some more questions. I have got some more questions here. Let me just load these up. Just bear with me a second. What have we got here? We'll check here. We got anything here? I don't think we do. No, we haven't got any of them there. Henry Mason says, see, you're incredible at Fortnite. Never played. He retracted it as well. Never played. Well, I did used to play Fortnite. Unfortunately, fortunately, I don't play it anymore because it's absolutely rubbish. I don't enjoy it at all. Never really enjoyed it when I was playing it in the first place. But we've got a very, very random question here. It says, this is from someone from Instagram, someone who appears to be from the US, who's asked or said, if you ever need help with marketing or promotion, let me know, I can help. Well, we don't need any help for that right now. And we got some more here. So these are from Instagram now. The first one being, this is, I'm not going to say the name, but I will go with Who is your favourite Who are your favourite YouTubers to watch? A very, very valid question. Thank you very much for leaving that. My favourite YouTubers to watch. Well, I've always been a big fan of the Sidemen. Been following them since they first joined. My favourite Sidemen member is Saka. I do thoroughly enjoy watching him. Also a big fan of Mini Minter Simon. I like his videos as well. KSI I watch from time to time. The others I've never really watched. I mean, Harry, when he uploads, I very, very much enjoy his. I love his videos, but he doesn't upload enough. Doesn't give us enough content. Who else do I don't really watch that much stuff on YouTube. I watch old TNA wrestling clips. I watch old other wrestling clips, old F1 clips. I watch a lot of F1 stuff on YouTube, a lot from the F2 and F3 races. Ben Phillips from time to time, if his pranks aren't also clickbait and rubbish. Who else? I don't really. I mean, I watch YouTube a lot, but I don't tend to watch that many people. Where would you want to be in 10 years? I'll get to those questions in a minute. You know, I don't generally feel at the moment that, you know, I don't actually watch that many YouTubers. I used to watch a ton. Sophie says, hey, thank you very much for joining in the stream today. As I was saying, I don't actually have that many YouTubers that I watch. A lot of the Sidemen, I just don't really have the time to sit there and watch that many people. 2Sync, when the new FIFA's come out, I watched, but I kind of drifted away from their stuff when it was all live streaming. It's just silly, really, man. I watch a lot of old stuff on YouTube. I don't really watch much current stuff, purely because their uploads are very long and they keep me satisfied. We'll go to some of the live questions here. Hugo SM asked, where do you want to be in 10 years? That's 10 years is a long way in the line. I'd be 31 years old. 31, that's scary. Where do I want to be in 10 years time? Well, hopefully I'd still like to be employed, maybe a little bit higher up than what I am at the moment. I would like to maybe even have a family of my own at 31. You know, who knows what's down the line. And a lot can happen in 10 years. From when I was 11 to now I'm 21, a fuckload's happened. You know, so I would like to be probably moved out. Well, I would hope I'd be moved out from home, but you never know with house prices and rent prices and stuff. You know, it's very, very tricky. But definitely higher up in the career market, I think, or career ladder. I think that would be something I definitely want. Probably have a car of my own. And probably a place of my own by 31 as well. And maybe even looking to, if not started my own family as well. I think that would be something that I'd aim to. Nabon says, where's Machu Picchu? I don't know what you're on about, mate. I don't know what you're on about. And MC Omar says, how much do you weigh? How much CH do I weigh? Is that a unit of measure? I mean, I'm not going to tell you my weight. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with you guys. If you don't like the way I look, then don't look. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how much I weigh, because that information's private to me, you know. So I do appreciate the question, but unfortunately I'm not going to answer that. We'll go back to the questions that were asked previously over this week. What do we got here? We've got what do you love about games? What do I love about games? It's a very good question, actually. It's not something that a lot of people ask. They say, oh, what's your favourite game? But they never ask, why do you actually like playing games? For me, it's a good way to just sort of escape what reality is bringing. You know, it's a good way just to go, I've had a stressful day at work, or I've had a stressful day. I'm going to go, I don't know, immerse myself in the world of Minecraft. Let's just say that, just for an example. When I'm playing Minecraft, I played it last weekend, right? I played from about half 11 a.m. in the morning through to about 11:30 p.m. at night, with a couple of hours off for dinner. The day absolutely flies by. When you're playing games, the day flies by, and it's like, because you're in this different universe, you're not thinking about, oh, what am I going to have for dinner? What am I going to have for lunch? You know, what's going to be happening at work tomorrow? You're solely invested in that game, and it's a fantastic pastime, and you can actually learn some stuff from gaming. You know, you don't have to take it seriously. You can take it as seriously or as not seriously as you want. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, I just like the idea of games. I've always been I've been a gamer for a long time. I've been a gamer since I was the age of maybe 5 or 6. That's when I first had the PS2. And then I went through so many consoles: the Wii, the DS, the PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. We've had a lot of the consoles in this house, and it's just something that I've always had there with me. So it's probably not something that I'll be leaving again in the time being. You know, will I be able to be as hardcore as a gamer as I am in 5 or 3 or 7 or 10 years time? Will I be able to do this in 3, 5, 7 years time? Who knows? You know, I don't know. I could wake up tomorrow and my life could change like that. I could go into work tomorrow and they say, you know what? We don't need you anymore. We're having a cut back in staff. We're quiet. You've done something wrong. Out the door. And that'd be my life turned upside down, you know. More live questions here coming through. Sophie asked, do you prefer Xbox, PlayStation or PC for gaming? Hard to say a PlayStation, because I haven't played PlayStation properly for gaming in a long time apart from at work. I don't know why I've got these headphones on. I've got nothing playing in them. PC, I mean, if you want a wide variety of games, there aren't many games that don't come out on the PC. PS is great for exclusives. It does have some really, really good exclusives. And, you know, it has some, you know, Xbox has always been a console I've been playing for a long time now. Nearly 10 years. Over 10 years, probably. Actually, that hasn't been over 10 years. It's not 10 years yet. I got my first Xbox when FIFA 12 came out. So that was in 2012. So that was when I first had that. But in terms of what I prefer for gaming, I'd probably say Xbox, just because most of my friends haven't transitioned over to PC yet, nor are they likely to, because it's very, very expensive. You know, for me to play a game, my computer, my whole setup itself, which cost me roughly around £3,000 to £4,000, can't match the gaming power of that Xbox behind me. So, you know, it's very, very difficult to transition from Xbox / PlayStation over to PC. DPG Gaming says, well, he did say, what sex position do you prefer? Well, you know what? We're just gonna time him out. I can even view the deleted sessions. I'll answer his question actually. What sex position do I prefer? I don't really care as long as it's in bed with your mum. So there we go. Henry Mason says, have you got any brothers or sisters? I have one brother. He is 17 years old. Yeah, that's pretty much that's a very easy one to answer. If I can get rid of this guy, I will. I don't know how we go about doing that. Let's just report him for, well, unwanted spam. Report that guy. And he can go out. We're not listening to him. Let's get some more questions up here. Let's see. Someone asked, what happened to the SpongeBob and Crash Bandicoot Racing series? Psh. Well, that's a very, very good question. What happened to them? What happened to them is I just sort of gave up. You know, it's very, very hard when you have a sole audience for FIFA and then you try and upload something different and it doesn't get that same reaction. You kind of sit there and wonder, is it worthwhile for me doing this on the channel to try and grow the channel? Am I going to play SpongeBob to do it enough for a series? I'll tell you what, I recorded 3 episodes of the SpongeBob. I only ever uploaded 1 on here. And I haven't played the game since. And I have a habit of that. I don't play the game since. The same happened with the F1 series. And there's a good reason why I stopped the F1 series. Normally I play F1 very, very late at night before I go to bed. Between 11 and 1 is usually my race weekend time. I can't record during that time in the house. People are asleep. I can't be commentating on videos at 11 PM. You know, I can stream at 11 PM, but I can't shout anything past that time. Which is why I stopped that series. And I don't know, it just wasn't something that I wanted to do. The Crash Bandicoot series, again, I don't have the time to do it. You know, if I was here, if I was doing a 9 till 5 YouTube job, or, you know, however long, if I had my working hours being paid to do this, I would probably have 2 videos up a day. I'd have a FIFA video, and I'd have something else up. And I'd be able to do that because I'm working 9 AM to 5 PM solely on this. I work a full-time job, I come home, and I have very little time to actually upload on the channel, which is why the uploads here are very, very inconsistent. You know, sometimes when I'm at home, when I was at home for 2 weeks, you'll notice I spent a lot of those days, had at least an upload, at least in the second week. Since then, we haven't really had much at all, and the reason for that being is because I just don't have the time, which is why now I've tried to set myself a target of doing it once every other day. And, you know, it's not that I don't have a backlog of videos. I have a lot of videos ready for you guys to see. But it's just finding the time to render them and upload them. You just don't get the time, really. We got some more live ones. Henry Mason says, can we get a new NBA series, please? I'll be totally honest, probably isn't going to happen. I don't know. I just didn't fit in well with the game. I didn't like how the game played. It's like learning a whole new thing, isn't it? It's like me going to pick up Madden when I'm so used to playing a sports game as in FIFA, and then trying to pick up another sports game in the NBA. Again, I don't really have the time or patience to learn to it. I don't know how basketball works, which doesn't help at all. I don't really have the time or patience to sit and watch NBA either, so that's probably why NBA won't happen again. Whoever that is, the most recent one, if you had to choose one form of exercise for 5 minutes, what would it be? You know what? We're just going to get rid of you as well, bro, because, well, we're going to remove that comment for a start, and then we're going to get rid of you, because we don't want you here either. So we don't want questions like that here. You're going to keep making digs in my way. And you know what? I'm going to be straight out with you. I don't give a shit. As long as you're comfortable in yourself, then it doesn't matter. If I was a fitness freak, then sure, I wouldn't mind answering the question. But I know you're asking that in a malicious way. I don't appreciate anyone asking questions about that in a malicious way. To anyone, you know, it's not a nice thing to do. Some people are very subconscious about their weight. I, for one, have had numerous insults flown at me. And I've actually lost quite a bit of weight in the last 10 years. In the last 1 year. So shove that up your pipe and smoke it. Whoever keeps asking those questions and keeps making new accounts. But next one says, let's go down here. Mason Greenwood or Bukayo Saka? Well, as a Manchester United fan, I'd have to go with Mason, wouldn't I? I haven't seen much of Saka, but from what I have seen, he's a very, very skillful player. But in terms of impact in the league season, I think Greenwood, you know, this year is probably the most. I don't know about that, but he's up there, and I can't choose an Arsenal player over a United player as a United fan. Even as a neutral, I mean, a lot of neutrals will probably say Saka. As a neutral, I would still say Mason Greenwood. I think he's had better game time and better opportunities on the pitch this season, and I think he was pivotal to our third place finish. And if Saka was that good, and if all these Arsenal players were so good, you wouldn't have finished 8th. The league correctly reflects a league season over a period of 38 games. It's not a cup tie. It's a league. It's 38 games, so you can't say, oh, Liverpool didn't deserve to win the league, or Watford didn't deserve to get relegated. They weren't good enough in the 38 games. That's where you finished. You relegated. Liverpool soared the league. City weren't good enough this season. Leicester bottled it. Manchester United deserved to get 3rd place. They played very, very well in the second half of the season with Bruno Fernandes. It was a very, very good deal. Chelsea deserved 4th. Leicester deserved 5th. Whoever was 6th, was it Wolves or was it Tottenham? I don't know. I think it might have been Tottenham. Tottenham deserved 6th. Wolves deserve 7th if they were there. Arsenal deserve 8th. It's as simple as that. Henry Mason says Werner or Ziyech, however you pronounce his name. Again, I don't really watch too much of the Bundesliga or too much of the Eredivisie, but from what I've seen of both, I mean, Ziyech is a fantastic player, and Werner is also a fantastic player. I think they're both exceptional talents. If I had to choose one to come out, if I had to choose a player to take from Chelsea and say, you know what, I'll take him for United, I'd probably have to take Ziyech just because he can play on the wing, because we have Anthony Martial. But hopefully won't need to do that, because hopefully Jadon Sancho is on the way. Sophie Francesca. So Sophie asked Disney or Pixar. I've always been a Pixar fan. Never. It's not like I don't have an agenda against Disney films. I've just preferred Pixar. I think Pixar's a very, very creditable company, and I think they're very, very good in making films. But Disney in general, of course, I am a very, very big fan. Next question comes in and says, "Who's the cutest in Chile?" And I know who asked this. It's Connor. And of course, Connor takes the top spot. You know, easy as that. It's as simple as that. The _EWA on Instagram asks, "How much money do I earn from YouTube?" Absolutely nothing. I don't make money from YouTube. You know, that's why I work a full-time job, to get money. I'm a long way off from earning money on YouTube, and probably will never earn any money from YouTube in my lifetime. It's a thing, it's a pastime that I like. It's a pastime I like to do. It's a good hobby for me. It's something that I can keep myself focused on. It's something that I can work towards, and I like that. Everyone should have something that they're working towards. Everyone should be able to live their life as they want to do so. But we'll go into the next question after that one. Again, asked by the same person. And says, "Why is Xbox your preferred console?" I mean, probably just because I've played it for so long. You know, when you play Xbox for 8 years, then for me to go, well, you know what, I'm just going to switch over to PlayStation now, is a pretty big transition. You know, when I play games on the PC, I do hook up my Xbox controller, as you can see here, hooked up to the computer. But yeah, you know, it's not that I don't like PlayStation or PC. It's just all my friends have always been on Xbox. I mean, it's quite different now. A lot of the guys from work are actually on PlayStation. None of them really play PC. Don't really have anyone I talk to regularly that plays on PC. And I just like the Xbox console. You know, you can link it to your computer, which works well for me. And I like that feature. So that is probably why, sorry, I prefer that console. Someone asks, where are we? There isn't much here, to be fair. John James Conway 8 says, list from 1 to 4 who you like using the most in FIFA. All gold cards, by the way. Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, and Cristiano Ronaldo. If I had to go from those 4, in 4th place, I would probably put Ronaldo. In 3rd place, I'd go for Neymar. 2nd place, actually no, 3rd place I'd go for Messi. 2nd place, Neymar. 1st place, Mbappe. And it'll probably be the same next season as well, I'm not going to lie. Someone says, do you prefer a life without internet or without games? What I prefer without the internet or without games, that is very, very, very tricky. But I'd probably go with without internet. You know, we didn't get internet in this house until, well, quite late actually. Probably about 2006, 2007. So there was a time in my life where I didn't have internet. You know, I didn't actually own a smartphone itself up until my first year in 6th form, which was Christmas 2015 was when I actually owned my first smartphone. I mean, I had a tablet before that, and that's how I'd speak to people on that. But I didn't actually have a smartphone until then, that's actually crazy to think about. You know, now you've got kids who are given smartphones at age 6 or 7, and I had to wait until I was 15 until I actually had a smartphone. Up until then, you know, all my years in secondary school, I'd have some people's numbers, but I had actually just a touchscreen LG. It wasn't smart. It couldn't connect to the internet. And then my first phone I had was a HTC One M8. And then that actually lasted me a fairly long time. I think I replaced that that phone was 3 years old. It did me through 2016 Christmas, 2017 Christmas, 2018 Christmas. Did it go to 2018 Christmas? I think it might have done. No, it didn't go 2018 Christmas. Then I bought my other phone, which was an Honor. And then I bought my newest phone, which is the Pixel 4, in around October. Got some live ones here. So which Disney character would you say you relate to the most? Like your spirit animal, but in Disney character. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Oh, I don't know. That's a really tricky one, actually. I don't know. I can't actually remember many Disney characters itself. I'd probably have to go something from Monsters Inc. But I don't know what one. Would I say Sully? Maybe Sully. He's a kind, war-hearted guy. Can get fierce if he needs to. I'd probably go with Sully. He's probably the one I can relate to the most. Although I haven't ever found a child in a door. So maybe not. I don't know. But Henry Mason says, has hate ever got to you? I mean, to be honest, I haven't had much hate on the internet. You'll see most of the comments we've had here have been all very much just childish children. And that's what you expect from even being online. As soon as you enter the online world, as soon as you connect your phone to the internet, as soon as you look at the internet, as soon as you go onto an internet page or sign up to things like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, people are going to see what you look like, and people will throw shade at you. It's part of life, you know. If you have a life which is plain sailing from start to when you're born, all the way to the end when you die, whenever that age might be, then you know what? You do not know how lucky you are. Because there are people out there who have a fucking shit time because of the people that you and I, the things that you and I done. I'll put my hands up. I've done things in my life that I regret to certain people that I shouldn't have done. And for all of those people out there, I am very, very sorry, and I've learnt from that. And there are people out there who have done stuff to me that I wouldn't be very happy about. You know, I can't sit here and talk about it all the time because, you know, at the end of the day, you do have to sort of move on from this kind of stuff. But it's just very, very sad to see that some people actually have all that time sitting there on the keyboard going, oh, you're a fucking fat, ugly twat. Oh, you wear glasses. Oh, how much do you weigh? Oh, what's your favourite workout? Or this guy from Shred Storm, would you rather take it or receive it? I don't fucking know, mate. I don't know. Why would I wouldn't be taking it or receiving it. I'm not that way inclined. I'm not gay. I am very much so heterosexual. I have no problem against the gay community. If you want to be gay, I would applaud you. I'd say, you know what? Well fucking done for not fucking hiding or being worried about what this world will think. Because you know what? No matter what choice you make in life, someone that you know or someone in this world will think less of you of it or discriminate you of it. If you want to go and smoke, you know what? I'm not the greatest fan of smokers. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not their biggest fan, but I'm not going to sit here and lecture someone every time I see someone like the fact, oh, you shouldn't be smoking, you know what that does for your heart, you know what that does for the environment. It's their life. You can live your life how you want to do it, but all you have to learn to do is block out the fuckers that sit there and think, you know what, it's okay to discriminate this person because they look this way, or it's okay for me to discriminate this person because of the way they look. Because some people have a very hard shell and don't take offense that easily. You know, you can throw all sorts of shade at me. I'll applaud you if you can throw an insult at me that I haven't heard in the last 10 years of my life. You know, it's going to be very, very hard. But there are some people who take insults a lot worse and won't see it as a joke. They won't see it as that. And it can affect them in a very, very bad way. Put that person in a very, very bad place. Because of one individual who thinks he's clever, or he or she, or whatever the fuck you are, thinks they are clever and thinks they're funny, but in real fact, they're not. And it's very, very sad to think that we live in a world now which is so judgmental and hurts a lot of people. And that's why I take it upon myself to always on this channel spread positivity. I don't really cover many sensitive topics. I'm here to give a bit of light-hearted fun for some people watching me rage at FIFA, watching me rage at other games, watching me answer silly questions. And I hope that in some way it does make someone's day a little bit better. And that's enough for me. You know, that's what I want to do at my time in life. If you want to go out, and you want to go out when you're 18 years old up until you're 21, 22, get absolutely... That clap sent the shockwave all the way through Lebanon. If the mic is a little bit too sensitive, I do apologise. But if you want to sit there, if you want to live, you can live your life how you want. You want to go out and go clubbing and get absolutely shit-faced every weekend while you're still young, go ahead and do it. Or you want to go out and go and play golf, go and do it. You want to go and drive your car fast and break speed limits, go and do it. You want to sit at home and read a book, go and do it. There we go, look at that. That message has been retracted, he's been banned, which is good. In fact, we will just report this guy as well, because I don't want those sort of people on this channel. They can just piss off. You know, we don't want that type of people here. They can go away. You know, and if you want to live your life sitting in playing games or going out and playing football, live your life how you want to. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with how you're living your life, don't try and bend your life or bend your comfort zone to make other people happy when it makes you unhappy. Don't go and date a girl just because you think that girl likes you, even though you don't really like her in the same way, just because it makes them happy. If you're not happy within yourself, there should be people like that. Henry Mason says nothing wrong with the Mike Q, is just trolling. Yeah, well, you know what? Shredded Storm, he's been blocked. And you know what? I don't give a shit. He can piss off. We don't really care about him. As I said, I don't want people like that on the channel. We're here, positive thinkers only. And we're here to grow our audience. And we're here to provide content for people who actually want to be here, not for people here coming to troll the stream. But let's see if we have any more questions. I think we have one more. Adam Trokian from Instagram says, do you think that TikTok should be banned? No, I don't see why should TikTok be banned? At the end of the day, this is a platform, right, which creates revenue and gives people a livelihood for a lot of different creators. And if we just take that away, that's going to affect a lot of people. And that's, you know, very, very sad. It'd be like taking away YouTube. You know, imagine if we took away YouTube, how many people would then be absolutely fucked? It would leave so many people in the lurch. And you know, I don't see the point in banning TikTok. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of it when it came out. It's usually something I just look at when I'm on the bog, or when I'm in the car, or when I've not been on the bus recently, but if I'm on a bus or something, you know, while I'm waiting for something. It's not something I sit there and go, oh, I'm just going to browse through TikTok for a couple of hours. It's something that I'll go for, you know, for a couple of weeks. I apologise that it is so dark in the background right now. As I said, it is currently, how hot in this room? It's currently around 26, 27 degrees in my bedroom. All the windows are open. You can probably hear the fan on as well. And it literally does not shift the heat. It is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, you know, I think there's nothing wrong with TikTok. It is what it is. But I think that has actually come to the end of the questions. I don't think we have any others. Unless, actually, I think there was another one. It was a bit of a silly one. I know who left it as well. Someone asked, would you rather have a MILF or a GILF? I mean, definitely a MILF. Come on now. You don't want a granny. I mean, come on, MILFs all the way. But that's it for the pre-asked questions. If anyone does have any other questions, then do leave them in the live comments. If not, we'll wrap up. I do have an important channel, well, a couple of important channel announcements actually. Henry Mason says, would you ever make TikTok? I was considering actually, but again, I'm not really sure if it's something I'd want to do. Maybe in the future, you know, if I was bored, I'd probably make one. I have a TikTok account, I just don't make anything on it. I don't think I'd be creative enough to do so. So that's probably why I've never really made a TikTok. But, you know, I see a couple of ideas out there. You know, we've done a TikTok dance here live on the channel. I can't remember what video it was in, but it was definitely in a video. I think it was in the Team of the Season pack opening, I think. That was when we did the TikTok dance. But again, any further live questions, and do get them in right now. We're actually out of pre-asked questions. If we don't have any, you know, I'll give it maybe a minute or two. If we don't have any other asked questions, then, you know, we'll go on to the channel announcements and then we'll wrap it up from there. 34 minutes we've been live so far. I think that's fairly good. And maybe we can even make live streaming, you know, a permanent fixture to the channel, you know, on a Saturday or Sunday. Maybe we can do a pre-recorded video on a Saturday or Sunday, and then either or, and then a live session on a Saturday and Sunday as well. You know, not playing, you know, something, not necessarily always a Q&A, maybe playing a game. I've been very much enjoying Fall Guys at the moment. You know, I think I probably will do a stream on that next weekend. If I'm going to do a stream, it'll be similar to this one. I'll schedule it so you guys know when it's going to be live, and you can set a reminder, all that good stuff. Again, if I am going to do a live stream, I will also let you know on Instagram and Snapchat as well. Not really Twitter. I don't really use Twitter that much. Someone asked Netflix, or Sophie asked, sorry, Netflix or Amazon Prime. A very, very good question. I can't actually say I've actually watched anything on Amazon Prime. The only thing I watch on Amazon Prime is the Eurosports package you can get with it. In terms of deliveries, I mean, obviously I use Amazon Prime a lot. But I probably have to go with Netflix. Again, I can't remember the last time I even sat down to watch anything on Netflix. It probably would have been Sex Education Season 2. I sat and watched that in about 48 hours. But again, I don't really have any time, unfortunately, to watch that. You know, I do spend a lot of my time, believe it or not, working and thinking about things I can upload for you guys on the channel. That's my hobby at the moment. And while I still have the time to do that, then of course I'm going to put my time into that. If I come, you know, in 6 or 12 months and I think, you know what, well, I haven't really improved that much, I can't really be asked, let's say I have a girlfriend or anything like that, they're going to need time and attention, of course. So it might be that I have to drop it down to live streams only. And, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. You know, I don't see the point on live streaming on Twitch because we have such a great audience here on the channel. But yeah, any more live questions, guys, then please do put them in the live comments. We'll do probably another Q&A for 800 subscribers and 900 and then 1,000, etc. I do have a video ready for tomorrow. It's already pre-uploaded. It's ready to go. It will be episode number 8, I think, of the Weekend Wanderers career mode series. And then, as I said, we should have one ready for Wednesday, Friday. I'll try and do a video over Saturday and Sunday. And then, if not, I'll do a... Well, actually, I'll probably do a video and then I'll do a live stream as well. As I said, we'll probably live stream some Fall Guys. So if you guys are interested in that, just keep an eye on the channel when I have got that reminder there. And you can come and swing by. And we can just chill and play some of that. But, yeah, as I said, any further questions, please do let me know. The last thing I'm going to cover on the channel for this video today from my side, the only other thing I've got to tell you about is actually an exciting venture. I am actually looking into starting, well, creating my own merch. Now, a lot of you will probably be thinking, you know what, it's far too early to be doing that. But you'd be surprised how many people I've asked at the moment who would be interested. I haven't made the merch yet. I haven't made any designs. I wouldn't put it live until I have it live in the flesh to show people. But it is something I'm working on. Some people are aware, people who know me personally, know it is in the pipeline. Have I got anything else in the pipeline? Well, I might have something ready for FIFA 21. Of course, I do have to pre-order that ready. For FIFA 21, I have got my time off work. I have the Thursday. Before the main release, of course, I'll have the game Tuesday, Wednesday as well, I do believe. I probably won't take those days off, to be honest. I don't think I did last time. I don't think I did. So... Did I? No, I didn't have it last time. I think I had the 2 weeks after it had been prepared. I don't actually have the 2 weeks to take this time around, but I have got the 1 week. So I've got the 8th and the 9th and the Saturday and Sunday, the whole of that week, and the Saturday and Sunday back at work on the Monday. So we're doing a massive FIFA point opening for that, as I usually do at the start of each game. And as I said, we might have something a little bit special prepared for FIFA. But apart from that, I haven't really got anything else scheduled for the channel at the moment. As I said, the merch is being looked at. We have got weekend streams which is being looked at as well. I will obviously, of course, look at improving the stream in terms of overlays and stuff as well, which should be good. But it appears that the comment section has gone quiet, so you know what? I'm probably going to end the video there. We have been live for a decent amount of time. Thank you very much for everyone who has joined in today, joined in with the conversation on the channel. To everyone who actually has answered or asked a decent question rather than the bullshit that the other people have answered and asked. Again, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, and turn notifications on so you never miss an upload. And leave a like on the videos if you do enjoy. The more you guys view and interact with the videos, the more I think, or the more incentive I have for recording that, the more I know that you guys are enjoying that type of content. So if you do see anything new on the channel and you think, you know what, I like this, then please do interact with that. Let me know so I can continue that again in future. As I said, that is where we're going to end it for today. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video, which should be going live usual time around 9 to 10 PM. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Goodbye.